this air has heather and malt on its breath as it sighs, puffed out after a year of death. Under the blue mask of its flag, the saltire's been a warning cross. Dinna come too near. And this air has no been able to sing the old familiar airs, or footboard chants, or hymns, or blend its griefs in funerals for the dead, or laugh its joys like confetti over the newlywed.
But the lone piper fills the pipes with air. Our individual breaths blow out in prayer. We church or secular over these rooftops to travel endlessly and to not stop. Till the hands ring the minutes out the clock and the new year turns its key in the old year's lock. All along the lit paths lights go out. Small notes fall from the air, and ye cannae forget the year's goodbyes, the endless waves the old year sent. A small hand raised at a window, lips to the glass, that last smile, heart-rent.
So candlelight the night sky and dress the long tables. Let us remember and never forget that we won't let our hopes fizzle out.
Someone hears the bereavement song through till dawn, and someone reads the lost stories of the stars. They pull their slow oars through the clouds, and every old hello has become a goodbye. And every new year makes a brand new cry. And every new year confronts an empty sky.
Y taring yn rhaid, mad, ach tron yn iod. Is sorry slan i'r a, di gach halod. Is gach blinŵr, y geach, y sŵr. Is gach blinŵr, y cwr ei, I sped ban.
They pull their slow oars through the clouds, and every old hello has become a goodbye. And every new year makes a brand new cry, and every new year confronts an empty sky.
The 1,000 different blethers o' the air translate in the world's winds. We can all hear, if we listen, that we are all other in one way or another.
As yon moon is a loved, familiar face, and all that keeps us separate is space. There are seeds on the air, which will be trees, choreography on the air, danced by bees.
As old licht made braw by 1 billion stars, the pure white of Venus and the red of Mars.
The air stirs its accents in a salty broth, the earth a table and the sky a cloth. Aboon the clouds there are craws on the wing, on the air, and they are flying to sing.
3 craws flying frae the song of today, the song of despair or anxiety, awa frae the year 2020, calling it to send it after the past, at last.
We swing around and turn to the day. We give thanks for solidarity, drop parcels to food banks, clap our hands frae balconies for the gift o' nurses.
And folk sing the world over, blending the atmosphere. Music reaching out to bless the air. And now we ken our neighbours' names.
A grandfather cries his wife's name out loud, and a grandmother faces tomorrow. We send emojis through the ether to weather the storm, together, alone.
And wave frae Zoom rooms here and there, silence in the air, weddings cancelled, despair, funerals with nobody there. All the birds fly frae the purifying air. All the birds fly to the nearly new year.
Na cheann fat a scé ó sciúr gan air. Na cheann fat a scé an bhliain habhór úr.
All the birds fly frae the purifying air. All the birds fly to the nearly new year.
You ken this night. Here we cry it Hogmanay, a rhyme for the French of the homme est né, the man is born. So aye, the new year's born at midnight.
Good riddance to the last page torn from this scunnered year.
And though we can't first foot, with lumps of coal, black bun, a rassie malt,
Or join together in a ring o' horns, singing old acquaintance, fit to break the band.
We send out hope into this Scottish air, breathed out by widows, workers, wains, by those who care, by those who vote, shout, march to ring the changes at the bells, who've clocked the dangers.
We say wha's like us, singing Auld Lang Syne. We share the planet's air. What's yours is mine.
The girl opens a padlock with a tiny key. The baby unfurls its fist. The wee lad cries on his mother's lap. The crows fly overhead, all three.
The moon is shared by the hail wide world. The swirling planet, the burling wind.
The rivers moan, the land hums, the seas groan. the air fresher than it was afore, with the birds singing louder and louder.
In the trees our witness, the earth beloved, our mother earth, our other earth.
Gien it laldy in tongues the world o'er, wearing the coats of many colours, till all our blethers are blended in the air.
The conversation goes where lost. Just now, when we turn to our dear dead dad to tell him about the year we've had,
He answered in song, in clear notes through the air. There are seeds on the air which will be trees, choreography on the air, danced by bees.
There's odd licht made braw by a billion stars, the pure white of Venus and the red of Mars.
Hashiel san air, the days na collie, choreography san air, sa shilling na dance, son holishir a gwanel, le billion rail, the yaw Venus, agus Jeric Vars.
There are seeds on the air which will be trees, choreography on the air, danced by bees.
There's old licht made braw by a billion stars, the pure white of Venus and the red of Mars.